Hey guys, welcome back to Retro Effects. Today we're playing the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Well, at least my opinion. I think if it's not the greatest, then you know it. I consider this a perfect game. Honestly, it's in my eyes, it's flawless. It stands the test of time. It holds up. You know, and the story's great. Gameplay's real tight, real tight. The puzzle mechanics and everything are just, it's super fun. So if you haven't played this and you're watching me play it, or if you have played it and you kind of got a little member berries right now, drop some uh, link to the past stories down and we'll talk about it. But honestly, I replay this about every year, and this is my once a year. But I've never recorded it, or I never really kind of talked about it with anyone, but really maybe a couple people or just myself, you know. Um, and I think it's about time we do that. So this one, this episode's kind of for me. This is what I'm doing for me. It's something I always wanted to do. It's not going to be done in one episode. This is a little longer. It's not super long. It's not like 20 plus hours or anything, but it's probably going to be about 4. Depends on my run. I like to do what I call an efficiency run. So I'm going to get 100% of the items, and I'm going to do it like quickly, but I'm not going to skip anything. Um, Here we're learning how to use the sword technique. I'm not going to skip anything. Uh, I'm going to get all the items, do all the dungeons, everything that you need to do. But I'm just going to do it in a quicker way, and what I might do is do some dungeons out of order in the Dark World. And that's about it, just so we can power up a little quickly. Quicklier? Is that a word? Quicklier? Faster? Alright, so if you're not following the story so far, if you never played a Zelda game, Link was asleep in his bed and was contacted telepathically by Princess Zelda, saying she was kidnapped by the evil wizard. And it seems like his uncle heard the same message and went to save her, but the dude he seriously made it like 1 minute, and now he's gone. And he gives you the sword and the shield. And what I want to see is like a playthrough of somebody, like your uncle says, wait here, don't go anywhere, or something like that. I want to see somebody like just patiently waiting for like 6 hours. No, but seriously, don't do that. So this mechanic right here, where you could push enemies off the edge, 7-year-old me was mind blown. And look, you can now pick stuff up, right? You could pull stuff, you could push stuff, you could throw stuff. These pots are very powerful early in the game, by the way. You can climb stairs to go to different levels. This is like a multi-tiered dungeons now, you know. So this is a real big upgrade. Now, if you remember, so Zelda 1 was overhead style, just like this, but you would stab forward. If y'all old school gamers remember that, you stab forward, kind of like that, right? Here you can go. It's like a swishing motion. It's like a windshield wiper, right? You slice at them. Trusty boomerang. And then the second Zelda was like the top-down overworld, but then like side-scrolling action platforming. And I'm actually working on beating that right now. I've never beat it. I played it. I had it as a kid. I've never beat it, but it was an unpopular opinion with that one because it was different than the first one. And just different doesn't always mean bad. But enough. See, this is a strat with this guy. Hit him with 2 pots and we're good. Otherwise, he'd be slicing at him the whole time. So different doesn't always mean bad with that. It's just If it's not broke, don't fix it. But I see what they were trying to do. Like I'm kind of enjoying it now that that I'm doing some research and I'm just like kind of committed to beating it. I'm kind of enjoying it, but honestly, not as much as this. I don't even enjoy. I mean, I recognize Ocarina as like one of the top 5 greatest games of all time, and it's definitely on my top 10 list. But it's not like this. I think like my top 3 has to be like this, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VII, and I don't even know which order. Chrono Trigger is a perfect RPG, as this is a perfect Zelda game. Super Nintendo did a lot of things right. Super Metroid is although probably not in my top 10, just because, not because it's bad, just a preference. But that's probably a perfect Metroid game. Super Nintendo was, I mean, I don't want to say way ahead of its time, because what are we talking about with that? But as far as being committed to quality, at least in the first party games, it was unlike anything else. I don't even compare, like, Sonic doesn't hold a candle to Mario World or even Mario 3. Honestly, it doesn't. And Sonic's not a bad game by any means, but and I had a Sega and a Super Nintendo growing up. The sports games were better on Sega. The rest of the games were better on Super Nintendo. Most of them. And that's just how it was. This is the way. Do I need a key for this one? Nope, I just go down. Okay. So, right now I'm escorting Princess Zelda out of the castle. We're presuming that the king has been killed and the wizard has taken over the castle. So we're kind of doing like a little escort rescue mission, which I thought was pretty cool. To get Zelda involved in more like physically in the storyline, other than she's already kidnapped, you need to save her. I think that kind of makes it a little bit more personal. It gets her involved. Like, it gives you more of a reason to save her in the storyline. Does that make sense? Because you've met her. The first thing you do is meet her, or the first thing you do is talk to her, right? So I need a key here, just so I don't want to mess around. I usually don't even light those. One of these rats. You dirty rat. All right. And I think that's what really kind of that really sets the tone for this game, you know. And we're going to notice a lot of things in this game that you'll see as themes, or either reoccurring in like Ocarina of Time. And I think I really need to do that video where I talk about Zelda 1, 2, and 3 and the things that were in Ocarina, like where they got names and places and so on and so forth. All right, we had made it to the sanctuary. A little green tea. All right, so basically what the wizard is doing is trying to transport everything to this other, like, mirror universe and take over with some kind of, I think, of course, the Triforce of Power. All right, so now, oh, that still shows the dungeon map, but I'm going to show you guys the map real quick, just in case you haven't seen it. And right now is the first overworld, orchestrated classic Zelda overworld theme. And the first time I heard that, you know, Uh, it was hashtag all the feels. Seriously, it's just the music. They took some of these songs. Do we call them songs or themes or whatever from this game and added it to Ocarina and later games. But a lot of them originated here. We're just gonna get a heart piece. The Hidden Thieves Den in the Lost Woods. And then we're going to get the mushroom. Which is right here. Okay, and what that does is, before we get to the first dungeon, we're going to go up and give it to the witch outside the potion shop. She's going to give us this magic powder, which is going to help us somewhat in dungeons. Oop, am I going the wrong way? If he touches you, take your rupees. All right, now we're going to go to first time in the series. This is Kakariko Village, which you'll know from Ocarina of Time. Okay, so what we're going to do here is procure some items. First, we're going to talk to. We're looking for Sahasrara, who is the village elder. He's not here. We're going to talk to his wife. All right. Now we're going to go get a couple heart pieces, some bombs, some rupees. We're gonna buy a bottle. We're going to get 2 bottles, actually. So let me show you something real quick if you haven't played this. So, right? Now watch, a bombable wall. Listen to the difference. That's cool. Because Zelda 1, you would just walk around. If you didn't know where to bomb, you would just walk around aimlessly for hours, just buying bombs and then bombing places and just really sort of like hardcore trial and error. Where here, there's the cracks on the wall, so you can at least test them, right? And bombs are honestly probably better weapons here because you can pick them up and throw them, which is a cool concept. All right, now we're gonna go here to the thieves' hideout. A little foreshadowing. We're gonna return here in the Dark World. I'm going to bomb that. Get some rupees, because we need 100. We have over 100. Got another piece of heart. And we're going to do this little puzzle. Alright. I think the red is 20. Yeah, it is. Okay. We're going to go buy a bottle. Do some other stuff. And we're going to get another piece of heart in South Kakariko. Okay. Here is the bottle merchant. 100 rupees. Sure. Alright. We are going to go ahead and bomb this little storage bin and collect some more bombs and arrows and so on and so forth. I know we don't have a bow yet, but we'll be getting it shortly. And a little spoiler, you cannot beat Ganon without the bow. You can't beat the game without it. So we need to get it in the first dungeon. And it helps. Some people really like it. I don't use it a lot. There's a couple times, and what that, oh, here's the map. What that did is show me where to go for the first dungeon. Okay, there's a little bomb spot in here, along with a lot of cuckoos. Cuckoos? Cuckoos? How do you say it? I just call it the chickens. Alright. 10 arrows. Not real important, but, you know. We are now going to get another bottle. And bottles are important because they need to hold fairies and magic potions, and you can put a bee in a bottle. And so on and so forth. Now we're going to get the bug catching net from the sick boy. We're almost ready to go do the first dungeon. And just a little, if you are trying to speed run, I know a lot of people do it with the Japanese version. And I have the Japanese version. People do it with the Japanese version because the text comes by faster. And I think there's a couple glitches in there. Alright, here's the library. We've got to come back to that later. Alright. Not only does Link save the world, but he reunites arguing family members. He's really he's a humanitarian. You know, he's for the people. Alright, we gotta go through here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Now it's gonna be probably 9 seconds instead of 8. I usually get 8 seconds on this every time. Oh, still 8 seconds. Alright, now 4 pieces will fill up your heart level. And we will go this way. We're going to make our way to the witch. Leave me alone. I'm going to try to kill the least amount of enemies as possible. I'm going to Batman this. Just because it takes so much time. You're so low level right now that it takes so many sword swipes that it's a waste of time. We're actually going to go here. We're going to bomb this, which is a fairy fountain. We're going to come down here, and we're going to get another piece of heart in this swamp. Even though we got to come back this way later. Like almost immediately after we beat the first dungeon. There's just bombs in there. We'll just do that right there. Because that was a little low. Now I'll come back in. And what this is, it's like a water pump. And it's going to drain that little water around there. There's going to be a heart piece in there. I wish New Orleans had a system like this. Because the pumps here are not so good. Not so good. Definitely not as efficient. Alright, there's our heart piece. And I am going to collect all the weapons and all the heart pieces. This definitely is a little bit faster to get through once you have the Pegasus shoes, which we're going to get very shortly. Alright, what we can do is go get... You know, we don't need it. We'll do it on the way. We'll do it on the way to the flippers. I'm trying to save time. I'm trying to figure out a way to save time. You know? You feel me? Alright. So what we would normally do is jump down here, talk to Sahasrara. But we don't need to do that until we get the pendant. It's not mandatory to do that before. But you do need to talk to him after so you can get the Pegasus shoes, and you cannot progress without the Pegasus shoes because you need them to get the Book of Medora, and you need the Book of Medora to get to the second Light World Palace. It's very much like a Metroid where, you know, we have this, you need certain things to progress. Alright, we're going to get some rupees and stuff over here. That's very nice, very nice. Some Light World rupees. Alright. We should breeze through this. Actually, we should breeze through the first three. I'm going to go to the left here. The difference in dungeons in 1 and 2, look, you have a multi-tiered map, which helps tremendously. Oh, come on. And you have small keys and big keys. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. You gotta kill all these skeletons. And the pot kills them in one. That's why they do that. I don't need that. And these tiles right here, basically, if you're lost or whatever, it's Sahasrara contacting you telepathically. Or telepathically. You get it? Little dad joke there. Alright, so I'm going to get 2 fairies right here, just in case. I probably won't. My whole goal is to not need them throughout the entire game. I definitely want to do a deathless run, but I want to do one where I don't use any fairies. At least for a long time. Alright. So if you're doing a blind playthrough and you need to use those tiles, use those tiles. I don't need them. And it's up here. Yep. Get this key. We're going to go back. Alright. We gotta defeat all these guys. There's gonna be some one of these guys. Cyclops. There we go. Alright, and the big key. Oh. Don't forget those red skeletons. Not only do they hit you for health, but they drain your magic meter too. So be careful. But one thing that you do with them is when we get the magic powder and you hit them with the magic powder, they turn into fairies. So that's a good thing to know when completing this dungeon. Alright, now we're going to get the arrows. Or the bow is right here. And careful, because once you get it, we got these skeleton heads that are going to drop down. Or skeletons, their head's going to detach. Look at how creepy was that when you were 7. Alright, so we're going to... We don't even need that. There's the key. We're going to get some rupees here because one of the things we need to purchase is the flippers, and they're 500. And then the arrow and the bomb upgrades cost money too. So, alright. What do we got here? There we go. We don't need to mess around with anything else. Let's just keep going. This one is top left. Come on, skeleton. Oh. that was more of a pain than it should have been. This always gets me here. Boom. Oh, I didn't do it right. Now we gotta get them. Oh. Now we gotta wait till he wakes up. Alright, we have 30. Yep, we're good. We should be ready. And the Armos Knights. And we're just gonna spam the arrows. One more. There we go. And that is Light World Dungeon number 1. The Eastern Palace. We're going to go get the Pegasus shoes. We're going to go get the Ice Rod. And then we're going to head over to the desert. I was checking the time here. All right, we're good. We're good. I'm trying to keep this around an hour. And then I think maybe the later videos will be a little bit longer. Alright, here we go. Oh, God. Sure had a lot to say. Alright, let's see what's in here. Alright, we're probably going to get some bombs, which is good. Some rupees. Yep, that helps. Alright. Ice Rod is next. Right, and that's going to be in the bottom right corner of the map. And it's probably going to be the only time we need to go over there. So I'm going to go back through the swamp, which is why I said, you know, I should have waited to do that other heart. Where's my guy at? There you go. Alright, right down here. And look, I'm going to show you something. Look at these little crabs. I always thought it was up here. If you need 300 rupees, there's 300 in there. I don't yet. I'm going to save it in case I do at one point. I always thought it was funny. Look how cartoon crabs walk. The little just, you know, side to side. I mean, I know that's how regular crabs walk, but I think. Oh, man. I'm losing hearts. That's not good. I'm not being careful. I'm talking. That's what I'm doing. That helps. There we go. All right. So, this is an ice cave. We're going to bomb right here. Right. We're going to go get the ice rod. Alright. Hopefully we get we'll make it till we get to the ferry. Just because I'm trying to be careful. Alright, now we're going to head over to the village and get the Book of Medora because we cannot enter the second dungeon without it. Right, so let's see here. Whoop. Slippery. Looks like Barry Sanders over here. Hopefully some of you kids know who Barry Sanders is. It's only the greatest elusive running back of all time. I'm not a Lions fan. I know my NFL. That's all. Alright, we're going to go this way. Oh, let the whole town know you're here. We really need to just go over this way to get this book, and then we go back. I mean, it's a shame we can't port or anything like that. I mean, it's just waste. It's walking. I go right here. We do this. Boom. That's cool. Dun, dun, dun. All right. I believe that Kakariko theme is in Ocarina of Time as well. That really was a love letter to the three Zeldas that. Well, I mean, there was 4 Zeldas that came, but the main ones that came before it, not the portable ones. I think Link's Awakening. Yeah, it was Link's. So it was Legend of Zelda was 86. I believe Adventure of Link was 88. This was 91 or 92. I forget. I think 91. Stop it. And then, whatchamacallit? Link's Awakening for Game Boy was 93. I know that for sure. That was a pretty good game. I have the remake, the Switch one. I'm probably gonna play that on here. I haven't opened it yet. That's the thing with being a collector. This is a fairy in there, right? That's the thing with being a collector. It's like I have so many games that I've not opened, and I just don't have either. I don't have time to play. I'm gonna get a heart right here. You know, I mean, I kind of do now, which is why I'm doing this channel. You know, it kind of gives me a reason. Kind of gives me a reason to play all my games. You know, but I can't during. It's almost impossible during the school year. I mean, if it's real early in the school year, real late, I could have a little bit of time. But you know, being a teacher coach, I mean, especially during the season, it's not. I get no time at all. So these things are just wall ornaments. You know, but I actually started doing this during the lockdown. So like, you know, there's no wrestling going on. So I'm like, all right, well, I got to do something creative, and that was how this was born. A little story, a little origin story. All right, so this is what you need the book for. All right, we're at about 30 minutes right now. This shouldn't take. This is pretty short, straightforward dungeon, but I mean so the aesthetics of this are pretty cool. I always thought they were pretty cool. And this is where you get the laser statues for the first time right there. I know for a fact that they are in Ocarina of Time. Alright, so we'll go here. There you go. There's your little laser statue. We're gonna go get the big key over here. You can hear the room. That's pretty cool. All right. Come on. Woo! Oh, those cannons just on the wall. What are the physics of that? the mechanics. Alright, now we go upper left, Hookalooey. And then we actually go outside. We go right, yeah. Alright. So one of these things right there, it's not like the other. Alright, here we go. And we're going to get the power glove, which allows us to pick up the light colored stones. You have the power glove and the Titan's mitt. Not the same power glove that was featured in the 1989 classic, The Wizard, which was a childhood favorite movie of mine. I mean, it's kind of bad. It's not very good, but I think it's still... I still enjoy it, just because, you know, member berries. But other than that, if you haven't seen it, it's a movie about Nintendo. It's a cheesy 80s movie about Nintendo. It was basically one big ad. Now we go in here. If you have not seen it, watch it though. If you're a fanboy or girl of Nintendo. Oh, come on. This one? There we go. Classic Zelda puzzle. Alright. We're going to have tiles here. You don't have to defeat them until either this dungeon or the next dungeon. You have to wait until you kill all the tiles. Which, I mean, flying tiles is a cool mechanic. And then you can advance. So this is this right here is a little trick. It put those torches there, so you think that you need to light them all to open the door, but it was a key. This is the one that you need to light. All the torches. That's a classic Zelda puzzle as well. Alright, just get a little bit of magic. Is this the room? Yep. I should switch in it. Alright, so these are the land molas. And they come out, you gotta hit their head, but when they come out, they have these like shrapnel rocks. And the ice rod works really well. But it's hard to be accurate. So we're gonna wait for the right time. Oh god, I keep getting hit with those. Come on, bud. This is not a good random encounter. Oh no. Alright. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. The last one shoots in like 8 directions. Oh, I walked right into that one. Here we go. Come this way. Nope. Kind of reminds me of Tremors, huh? There we go. I took a hit for that. Tremors or Dune, right? I'm sure they were influenced by one of those. Probably Dune. I don't know if Tremors came first or this game. Tremors was probably 80s. Alright, now we go get the flippers. We upgrade our boomerang and our shield. We get the magic powder. Then we go to Death Mountain. Oh, come on, bud. Oof. Rough. That's rough. We have just enough for the flippers. There is, however, some treasure here. couple rupees. Wasting a little time here, but alright. And then when we get the flippers, we're going to go get the third bottle. Third bottle, couple of hearts, and probably that's about it. And then we're going to go to the Tower of Hera, which is on Death Mountain. And then once we get the 3 pendants, we can get the Master Sword. And then there's going to be like a little mini dungeon where we fight the wizard. And that's our plan of action for the rest of this video. Alright. Doing pretty good here. 40 minutes. I'm thinking maybe this might be... Alright, so we go this way, and when we come back, we can have the... This might be an hour and 15-minute run. Maybe. Alright, so we're going to go up here. And remember this area in the Dark World because you're going to get an item here. Alright, this is Zora's Waterfall. Zora's a reoccurring character in Zelda. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, and there's no really explanation. Alright, I'm going to follow this path. I need the big old Zora. Oh. That's a little rough. No thanks. There we go. Alright, pay him 500 rupees. We get the flippers. And what the flippers allow us to do is swim in this dark blue water. I want the flippers. The magic waterways of the system. Alright. There's a little piece of heart over here. Alright. Oh, we increased it. Now, we get to upgrade our boomerang and our shield. So this little part here, we're going to swim into this waterfall, which is why, you know, on a blind playthrough, you have to explore things, you know. Or else you're going to be working with that little tiny shield for quite some time. If you don't find the waterfall fairy. Alright. Now we're going to throw our shield in. And the shield is going to deflect fireballs. Which comes in handy. Because fireballs are bad. Alright. Yep, there we go. Alright. Isn't that awfully nice of her? And there's going to be another fairy, too, in the Dark World. That's going to help at the end of the game. Say no to fireballs. Fireball. Alright. Now we go get the third bottle. Which is... Oh, we get our magic powder. Third bottle. A couple of heart pieces. And then we hit up Death Mountain and Tower of Hera. And then we'll be fighting the wizard. Oof. That's a little rough. Come on, guy. Why gotta be like that? Everybody love everybody. All right. So we're going to go under this bridge. And I don't recommend in real life that you ask somebody living under a bridge for a bottle because, one, it's probably not going to be empty, and two, it's not going to be the type of bottle that you think it's going to be. Alright, so this guy's got it made. I mean, impending doom, wizard taking over, end of the world, and this guy's got, he's set up shop. Nobody knows he lives under here. And he's got a little fire going. He's got a little tent, taking a snooze, a little siesta. There we go. All right. And we got to go back. All right. Let's see here. About an hour and 15 minutes is pretty consistent of what I normally do on this. And I thought we were doing a pretty efficient run right now. So I'd like to see what non-glitch speedrunners do this in. You know? Non-glitch part is the key. I mean, so I'm not a real big fan of the glitch speedruns. I'm just not. I don't know why. I mean, I get it, you know, but I think it kind of just takes away from the whole point of the game. Like, play the way that the game is intended without, like, I could see, like, maybe the little glitches, you know, like, I think they call it no major glitches, right? But I don't know. It's just, it kind of reminds me of like the Kobayashi Maru from Star Trek, where Kirk like found a glitch in a system because you're supposed to be, you know, a impending death scenario, and he glitched the system. So it's kind of like, you know, they give you a straightforward path here, not that way, and it's like going outside that path, and I get it, you know, but I think the challenge is doing what they told you to do and doing it better than everybody else. I guess, you know. I mean, I'm I'm sure there's a vast majority of people who disagree with me with that, and that's fine. And you know, you can have a different opinion, and I'll have mine. But I just feel like, oh, that was cheap. I feel like that's part of the, you know, the charm and the challenge. I almost feel like glitching is breaking the game. I don't know. I keep ranting about it, but I guess I don't feel that strongly one way or the other. I think we go out this way. Yep. All right, we're gonna get 2 more pieces of heart. I'm gonna come up here. I don't know if it's faster to run up this or walk. I don't know the exact schematics or, you know, right here, bud. All right. There's all these little tricky intertwining caves and stuff in Death Mountain. So when we get to the Dark World, we're really gonna kind of experiment and play around and go through some of these caves. Yeah, we'll go this way. Oh, come on. The music's kind of intense in those caves, too. I dig it. I mean, this whole soundtrack is great. Alright, now here comes the first time that we go to the Dark World. This little portal right here. And we turn into a bunny. Okay? And that's the idea behind the Moon Pearl, which we're going to get in this next dungeon. Alright, so we go. Here's Tower of Hera. And here's my thought on how to remember how to get through this. Right? It's a tower, so we're going up. So the idea is you got to go down before you go up. So the boss would be on the high. Why would the boss be in the basement? Right? It should be, if it's a tower, it should be in the highest point. Am I wrong? That's my thought process on that. All right, this is the one where you have to defeat all these tiles. That's a darn waste of time. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna go. We gotta light these. That's why. Oh, that's why. That's why they give you the magic. Right? Stop. Big key. Alright. Up here. Stop, bud. Alright. We got a little unlucky getting trapped in there a little bit. Alright, now we go up. We got everything we needed to get. Let's go up. Those crystal balls are tricky sometimes. There you go, big guy. Okay. Oh. Okay. We are going to... I'll show you why we do that. We're going to need to save some hearts. Alright, so there's our Moon Pearl up there. We're going to have to... one of the new mechanics in this dungeon, or in this game, as opposed to the other ones, is the multi-tiered drop that you drop down a hole and you go to the level below you. There you go. There's the Moon Pearl. Alright. Now, the next level is going to be the boss. And I don't like this boss for one reason. Because it's not that he deals a lot of damage or anything. He knocks you off. Right? This Moldorm. And he sends you back down to the level below. You can only hit him on the tail. And he's slinky, for lack of a better term. So if you get knocked down to the level below, your hit count resets on him. So you gotta start from square uno. Come on. Should be the last one. Yep. Oh. There we go. Whew. All right. Where we at? Probably a little bit over an hour. We're at 55. A little Cafe Du Monde. A New Orleans staple. All right. Now we go to the Lost Woods for the Master Sword. All right. Gotta get down off the mountain. Can't jump. You gotta spelunk. That was always one of my favorite words. Spelunking. It just sounds funny. Not funny to you? Like funny how? So remember this place with these lumberjacks later. There's going to be a heart piece. Alright, how many heart pieces do? Oh, yep. Okay, so we're good. What's here? This is a chest game. Yeah, it's weird that it's in the Lost Woods. Stop. Stop, bird. You know what I need to do? Top 10 annoying birds in video games. That's what I need to do. Because this, Castlevania, Ninja Gaiden. Can you think of any others? Maybe I could just do annoying animals and I'll do Super Mario 3 with that big old fish. Look at just the imagery here is real nice. Look at that. Right in the feels. Epic. Suddenly. You ever notice that like the early 90s, late 80s? Any of those like kind of like kids' adventures, it'll be like, I was minding my own business and then suddenly. Right? I hate when they do that. Like, give me an educated, like, I know I'm a kid, but give me a good reason. Give me, not just suddenly out of nowhere. Like, give me like some adjectives and some imagery and, paint a picture of, like, it's not just going to pop out of nowhere like that. But that seems to happen in, like, every kid novel or story or comic. Or, like, oh, suddenly. Stop. Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, we're going to go to... not that way. This way. I'm going the long way. We're going to go to the castle. Much stronger sword. Right there. And just like Zelda 1, in this one, if you have full hearts, now that I have the Master Sword, if you have full hearts, you can send a magic projectile. Just like the first Zelda. Alright, almost there. So we go back to where we started. Oh, stop. Don't do that. Alright. Down here. Over here. Yeah. Boom. Boom. Kick those doors down. Alright. Here it comes. And this is going to be like the iconic like ping pong battle. Like Ganondorf in Ocarina of Time. How you go like back and forth with the well, if you didn't play, it's the... Oh my god. These guys. That's not good. Stop. That's ridiculous. So this is like the little mini dungeon before we get to the dark world. But anyway, so the first part of the Ganondorf battle, not to spoil anything, you're kind of playing tennis with oh my god, you're playing tennis with a magic ball. All right, I gotta stop talking for a second. I'm gonna. This is ridiculous. Thank you. I usually don't have to do this, but just so I don't do anything stupid. Let's make sure there's a heart here. Nope. Oh, there we go. I'll take that. I think this song is in some Zeldas. Maybe Breath of the Wild. I hear it. Stop. What? Oh my god. You seeing this? This is... Alright, but we're okay. And that wasted so much time. Such a time waster. Do I have a key? No. Where did I not get that from? Right there? Oh, jeez. No, where is it? This is redundant. Oh, treasure. I knew that. I knew that. Alright. No more problems. No problemo. Alright, stop. We could skip that. Stabby, stabby. Alright. Follow the red carpet. And that'll do. We're almost there. Give me that key. Alright. Almost there. Okay. Come on. Palace guard. 3. Alright. Now, the key is in... right there. Oh, I thought it was in one of these pots. Alright. And here we go. This should be it. No, it's not. Oh my goodness. This never ends. Maybe this is... oh, this is it. Here we go. Alright, so the idea is that we gotta ping pong these magic balls, but there's also lightning and some other kind of blue spherical something. I don't know. Oh, we're at a minute 4. Alright. Alright, 1 hour. 4 minutes. Okay. The power of gold. I love gold. Alright. That's pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Alright, we'll see what... it's random like when he so the amount of balls that come out that you can hit is kind of random. Now this will probably be lightning right here. Nope. Oh, that's ridiculous. This is lightning. I'm just gonna come up here. All right. This should be one of the balls. You can only repel those. I always thought that was a novel concept. Ooh, 3 in a row. Almost never get that. This is not going to be another one. Oh, I knew that was lightning. I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking. Got a little sidetracked there. A little brain fart. There we go. Now we go to the dark world. All right. So that is episode 1. And we're just a little bit, just a couple minutes over an hour, which was a pretty good time for me getting through that. We're going to pick up episode 2. We're gonna do dungeon 1, 4, 3, then 2. So we're gonna go out of order a little bit because we don't really need. I mean, it really pays to have the sword upgrade that we're gonna get. So, and the Titan's mitt. So that's what we're gonna do. And as soon as he stops talking, we're gonna end the episode, and then pick up on the next time. So give me a like, give me a subscribe, share. Subs really help for me. Tell me your thoughts, your Zelda thoughts. Talk to me about playing this game. So drop some comments and share with your friends. Maybe pick it. Look, if you've never picked this up and you're picking up for a blind run, let me know, because I want to hear what your experience is. All right. Tune in next time, episode 2. We're gonna do a couple dungeons. See you then.
Make sure you follow us on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, Gmail. Don't forget to like and subscribe.